Hey fellow sim racers, welcome to another Diary of a Backmarker SimGrid series, and today we find ourselves in the Daily Race A at Zolder. Today I'm joined by Adam, Zoo, Van, Saavedra, and Kimball. I've decided to have some fun and run the K-Pax livery sister car to Saavedra's K-Pax car. This was the team in the World Challenge GT America series that got me into racing the Bentleys. It was such a different car, and I also enjoy the noises it make. I'm kind of a simple person, I suppose. Unlike the last time at Nürburgring, I'm finding some pace here and really love how much of the chicane I can cut with the Bentley, or rather just straight line send it. The first lap comes out with a banger and instantly got my blood running again. This is what we all come for in sim racing. I get a decent run, but expect T1 to be a lot of trouble, and thankfully for the pack I'm running with, it wasn't. I end up having to get off the gas and I thought I was clear, leading me to bump into the pink Mercedes of Hernandez. He and I get side by side out of the chicane, and I end up killing the Lambo up ahead. Completely unintentional, and not how I wanted to be racing or making a pass. Hernandez gets a better run on me, and we get side by side again before I mess up the turn, giving him the much better exit as we avoid the carnage up ahead. Getting late on the brakes, I managed to make up a lot of space, and we're back to drag racing into another turn again. This time I'm much more aware of my space and I make sure to leave room, but I get a poor exit and still we are side by side. I move for the block, but Hernandez grabs the better line and I'm left behind to chase him once again. Now I find myself getting too impatient and wanting to get back into the fight as I push my last braking point much too far out. Luckily I don't lose any positions, but all the hard work I've done to stay within striking distance has been undone. Another Lamborghini has spun out, and thankfully they hold their brakes and don't impede the race too much. If they had moved forward, it definitely would have been bad for both of us. After a few laps, I've caught up with the 83 Ferrari of Harder. The ability to straight line the chicane really helps with the lack of finesse I have at times. I'm not too good at chicanes and double apexes, but with the Bentley, most chicanes I really don't have to worry about. The 83 Ferrari gets a little loose and bleeds off a lot of their speed in the straights, which leaves the driver ripe for the picking as I move up another spot on the grid. Not as cool as Seb passing Bottas at Nürburgring, but let me have my moment here. Also, let's take the time to admire how much of the curb I really don't have to care about. I definitely should clean up the line though. I get another chance at the 69 pink Mercedes as he goes off the road. This time, I come out ahead, and I'm really motivated right now with him chasing me down for once. With the lap traffic ahead getting blue flags, they try to slow down to not impede the race. which is what I used to do, but it's better to keep pace, especially if there's a turn coming up. I know they didn't mean any harm, and it's the same thing I used to do. Just race your race, it's our job to get around you. But I can't have Hernandez hunting me down. He has the better pace, and I need to use the traffic to get some distance ahead. Only for the 23 Lamborghini to cut across my nose and pit and maneuver himself. He apologized after the race, thinking he had cleared the front of the Bentley. No hard feelings, especially since I lucked out and didn't lose that much time. But it gives Hernandez a much better run into the chicane, and I have to concede my position. I'm still somewhat in striking distance, not really, but I like to think that. And one mistake from the 69 Mercedes will let me threaten the position again. But I end up getting a poor exit and missing the apex, giving the 86 GTR Wilson a clean pass on me. Now my mission has completely changed, and is to hunt down the GTR with the battle of the big boy front engines commencing. Once again, something about cutting chicanes brings me joy, especially with how much you can push the track limits on the second set of chicanes at Zolder. I've closed the gap heavily on Wilson and plan on attacking him to try to find Hernandez and his pink Mercedes once again. Wilson then goes wide, and I try to give him space but accidentally dip the rear tire off the road, inducing oversteer and using him as my wall bumper. Not intentionally though. I definitely did apologize to him after the race, as that was my bad regardless. Not gonna lie, this is one of the most fun races I've had. I do wish I had been a little bit cleaner though, but I guess
he would probably say, short track racing.
This was a breath of fresh air for me because I have no delusions that I'm the fastest on the grid, but I do want to be fighting for positions regardless of where I am. Once again, I had a huge blast with the art crew coming out and joining me in the weekly pub crawls, as we call it, and you're more than welcome to check out the Apollo Racing League and join us. I'll link the Discord in the description. Big thank you to the subscribers and viewers. It's always a pleasure to see how many people watch the videos from someone who doesn't have nearly the same speed or charisma as the bigger YouTubers out there. And as usual, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. And I hope to see you out there on the SimGrid daily races.